Hello, hello. Greetings, everybody. We are back. We are so back, with some Trackmania. Let's see how long we go. Technically, got planned to some. No, you can so skip that. Hey, Spacey, hello. Nice to see you. How are you doing? I'll probably watch some anime later on. Apothecary Diaries. And then later in the evening got another event going in VR chat. That's my plans for tonight. Maybe, ideally I would like to try and be productive a little bit and continue one project. We'll see. I feel a little bit lazy today. Hi Trina. I went to bed so early yesterday, it's crazy. You know, Friday night, I was ready to, I don't know, to do things, hang out, party, I don't know, you know, have a good time. And then I just went to bed at 10 p.m. I was like, I don't know, tired. And then, yeah, old B, exactly. And I was also like sleeping really long. I woke up at like 7, I think, so from 10 to 7. And oh, we need to jump over there. Oh, that would have been so funny. And then I just stayed in bed until like 9. I was just like refusing to leave bed. I was the very comfy, cuddly, chill mood, I guess. And I'm still in it. Like, I did some stuff today in the morning. I was outside walking around doing things. But I got home and then I took a nap. And I just stayed in bed. I was just chilling. And I'm still a little bit not sure. I want to be active, but I also don't want to be too active. Good day for a change. Oh yeah, not good evening. It's afternoon, right? Hello, Laggy. Good day. I wish you a good day too. I was up until 6 in the morning. Yeah, that's when I like had my. I think I woke up like a little bit before 7. I'm not entirely sure. About 7 maybe. Yeah. Hope you had a good night. Had fun time up until almost 4 a.m. Yeah. You had a different night than me. I was sleeping. Getting old. Hyperfocus on recabling my entire desk, screens and everything. Yeah, I saw some pictures in the Discord. I didn't look at them too closely, to be honest. But from what I saw, it looks good. Yeah, my cable management is okay, I guess. Probably could be better. Very likely could be better. But so it is. Sometimes you gotta chill. You gotta accept things being the way they are and not worry about it too much. You don't have to be at 100% all the time. Yesterday and today is chill day. You can probably just more or less skip this thing and more or less entirely. Yeah, there's a lot of things you can skip probably. But I think I don't want to think about it. I'm just gonna chill and drive. What was that? I saw something in the bottom left screen of my stream. Is that... Oh, I'll chat this at a very not ideal space. I haven't streamed VR chat in really long. Where are we gonna move you? Here? Let's move you here. Is that better? Or do we move you up here again? I think up there is probably good. I'll move you there. Happy how that's good. When you're happy with your work, that's good. Somehow I got some motivation to reorganize my crafting room and look for a cardboard for my board games. Cardboard door or for? Oh, you mean? No, I don't understand. What cardboard for your board games? Am I trying to skip here? I think I want to. Like, it's so inefficient driving all of that. Can I jump out here? I think probably you can, but maybe you can use this. It's like it works, but it's like trial and error. Let's ignore it. We'll just drive, we don't care about cuts. What is this? Bottom left. What is that? It's like a mountain spinning. Is this when I respawn? Is this something else? It's not in Trackmania, right? Do you see that? What's in the bottom? Is it this? What is that? Couldn't really be this. I don't understand. Like there's nothing here that should be that. Cupboard, carbonate, custom. Ah. Okay, yeah, that's something different than cardboard. That's so weird! What was that? I don't understand. At least I'm not going crazy. Well, my plan this evening is to make meatballs. Nice. Wait, I think we're gonna make meatballs on Tuesday, right? I forgot. Oh, I will have a very busy week in front of me. Wait, no, I want to try. I can't, I need to, I can't, yeah. It's a very not typical music that I want to listen to today. I felt like listening to some liquid drum and bass. I've always been an enjoyer of the music, but I've never been an active listener or searcher for this type of music. Okay, that didn't work as planned. Can you... Yeah. That's probably the best way. Jump out there. And then get back in here. Okay, at least I proved it's possible. Now we can just finish in peace. Unless you can also just drive around. Maybe that's even faster. Do you guys listen to drum and bass sometimes? I think liquid drum and bass, or generally drum and bass, is sometimes really like nice for Trackmania. I went to a drum and bass festival this summer. Ooh, nice. Did you enjoy? Had a good time? Oh, that was pretty good. Look at the speed! Aw. I had a random urge to watch Hot Wheels. Dum, dum. What was I recently watching or thinking about? I forgot. I forgot! I don't usually listen to that. Though I remember I was once in a hackathon where they played the same D&B track for 24 hours straight. Got a bit old at 5 AM. The same track. Like 24... That's crazy. Also crazy that you participate in that kind of stuff. I knew it. Yeah. I knew it. You're a smart hacker. I mean, you're using Linux, of course. Where are we going? This track looks pretty crazy. Here, I started programming a bit too. Again, more or less. Couple of things I want to do and I feel powerful. That was the only time that I ever had gone to such an event. Yeah, but you did! Once is enough. Here, I can maybe show you my fruits later. Maybe I'll do some work later. I am so indecisive. I don't know what I want to do, and I also don't know when my people are ready for watching anime. I kinda wanted to... What did I want? I don't know. What do I want? Lots of different things. Bit of chill Trackmania. I think chances are that after X amount of time, X is still to be defined, I could switch over to either working in Blender or we could look at some VRChat pictures. I haven't done that in a while. Or I don't know, I had some other things in my brain and I forgot. Oh, I could code maybe. That would be interesting. And I think I'm gonna try to do my first how do you call it? Merge? Pull request? I don't know. But 20 files, the same track sounds tiring. It was nice though, I went there mostly to meet up with friends. Didn't particularly love it, but I don't hate it either. Yeah, that's kinda me with this music as well. Right? I never really actively listen to it as in like, oh, I'm gonna listen to this now, but when it comes up, it's like, welcome. Anyways. I think it fits. Nice. Ready as in psychologically in general or just in terms of their schedule? One of them said they're making food. And probably sometime after that we'll go and watch. So I don't know when that will be. Could be any moment. Could be in an hour. Could be never. I've had my fair share of getting ghosted with appointments like this. So not with these people, usually. A public repository, yes, exactly. What do you have in mind? So there is another tool. There's some guy made a tool for generating paths, VRChat dolly paths, and importing them. and it's pretty nice, but it's also not up to date, and it was missing some features that I would want. So I cloned it and added the features that I wanted. And I figured, you know, maybe there's other people that would appreciate the features I implemented as well. So probably should not just keep that for myself, but, you know, put it out there. And I've never done that. It's scary. I don't know how that works. It's a very small thing. It's just one guy and who made that, and you know, it's been very buggy and rushed to begin with, more or less. Like, you know, it's just a personal project. This guy just made it for himself with all the features he cared about, and then decided to make it public for other people to use. Like the thing can generate a path. I'll show you. I'll show you guys in, I don't know, 10 minutes or so maybe. You can generate a dolly path circling around you or having an arc, and you can change the radius, the target of where the camera is supposed to be looking at. You know, you can kind of generate a path. You can say how many points the circle should have. You can yeah, I mostly use the circle. I don't know, there's some other tools that I didn't really understand or didn't really work, but you can make it circle around you pretty nicely, which is cool. However, you could not set the focal distance and aperture. Like, you could make a cool path, but you couldn't. You couldn't control the aperture or the focal distance, and I think that's very important for me to make cool shots. You need to have some type of blur, so I added sliders to set that as well. And the original creator, I don't know why he chose those. I think it was still when it wasn't like in the beta. Maybe something's changed. But basically, let me think. Also, hi Indy. Yo, it's Monka Steer indeed. What was I saying? Yeah, the limits were super weird. Like, you could set the zoom, for example, but you could only set it between a very small range, even though the VRChat supports a way bigger range. Like, you couldn't zoom in really far, you could only zoom in a little bit. And the cool thing is, when you control the dolly by code, you can actually go off limits. So, you know, technically the VRChat camera only supports a zoom between 20 and 300. But by code you can just set the zoom to 1 and then you have an omega fisheye effect. Or you can set the zoom to 600 and you're like super far zoomed in. Same thing with focal distance. Focal distance in VRChat itself in the camera is limited between I think like 1 and 10 or 0.1 and 10. So if you have something that's really far away, you can never put the focal point to that thing. But by code, you can just set it to 20 or whatever and use that. So that's pretty cool. I have not tried setting it to -1, no. I have not. Maybe I should. Maybe we should try that. This reminds me, I have a couple of pull requests to fix some pretty serious bugs that the devs are inactive. But the devs are inactive and have not responded for 6 months. I should probably email them again. So, prepare to be ignored if they don't know you are actively developing. I did message this guy on Discord. We were chatting about it. So, I don't think he'll ignore me. Maybe. I don't know how any of this works. So, basically the original dev has to approve it or manually do work, or I don't know. But yeah, so like, yes, the last time he was working on it was like half a year ago and he doesn't really care about it anymore at the moment. But we did chat about it on Discord, so. And good luck for your bug fixes. But even if like, so I'm not really sure. Pull request I think is if you want to merge your code into the official branch, no? Is that how it is? And I think you can make your own branch technically, so if people don't care, like, and don't respond, you could just say, okay, here's my own branch. Not saying that's like the ideal thing, but I guess that's possible. I have no idea. This is very new to me, how it actually works. Like I've known about it a long time, but you know, never done anything. Also, this track is very confusing. Not clear where you have to go. I have to approve it. Bonk. And they might want to check what changes he did, yeah. That's one thing I'm a bit worried about. Or like, I'm not sure. That's why I was like hesitating a bit to do this stuff. So I did all my bug fixes or additions and whatever, and I'm happy with those. But I did more. I tried. There's a function like look at me something in the tool, and I tried changing that because it wasn't working. But what I did kind of didn't really help. Maybe it made it worse, maybe it made it better. I have no idea. I didn't really care too much. I just felt like, you know, maybe it's an easy fix and then I'll fix it. But if it's not working, then I don't care either. And now I'm like, I don't know if I should put that into the pull request. You know, because it didn't do what I wanted it to do. And I don't know what exactly I changed either, so I don't know. I can't just revert it really. Maybe if I compare it, I think if you make a pull request, you see like all the changes you did. So maybe I can you approve and reject certain lines? Could I just make a pull request and then reject all the lines, or like not submit all the lines that I? Like, I don't know what's the good code and what isn't anymore. I just did it and I don't want to care anymore, but my thing has the tool and the feature that I need. And the other thing was broken and it's still broken, but differently broken. Are we going the correct way? Looks like it. Oh, the music is nice. I like that. Are we gonna drive this for 3 rounds? That sounds a bit tiring. You maybe recommend, okay. I was gonna look it up anyways, but I guess I'll have a look at this then. Maybe it's good. Any finishers? I'm gonna read the rest. I just wanna get this run done and then... Oh. Hey, we made it. Okay. Yes, unless you have permission to create your branches to the main repository, you need to have your own repository. Ah, yeah, your own fork. Your own fork. I have the fixes on my own fork, for instance, yeah. I wouldn't care if it's in the main fork or in my own fork, like, you know, whatever, just so that people have access to it if they care. Only put in good code, you can make multiple ones, yeah. As I said, I have no idea what I changed anymore. I want to start coding games again, it has been so long since I did that. Oh. Yeah, maybe now is the time to get back in, Space V. Maybe now is the time. I found it good, but I already knew Git when I did the tutorial. Technically I know Git too, you know, I learned that stuff in school. But I just never used it or cared about it, so I don't know. I know how to use it as like, you know, just yoink things and change things yourself, but I never really was too much invested into forking things or, you know, all that funky stuff. Well, I know the basics about Git. Just in practice, I don't. Git good? Yeah. I should probably get good. Can I skip this? I think 1 was fine. Skip track, yeah. 1 time driving it was fine. Well, I have found that many professional coders don't know Git that well. Isn't that funny? Because Git is like the best thing. But isn't it funny how there's so many people who just have no clue? In general, you know? In any subject, we're just a clueless species. You know, you go into 3D modeling and then there's people who have no clue. Trackmania, you have no clue. I don't know, any profession. It's not funny? Okay. I think it's funny. We're just a clueless bunch of humans. Sometimes a bit more clueless, sometimes a bit less clueless. I know that I know nothing. Exactly. And the next thing, I was talking about this with somebody else as well. The thing that I'm making myself now, more or less, like a new beginning with whatever tool. Yeah, like I have some stuff I want to do, and I'm not sure if I should try to implement it at one of the existing things, or if I should try to start new, or I don't know. And do I care about just tailoring it to my needs and then people have to adapt, or do I actually want to make it like good for more purposes so that other people have more from it maybe as well? Or do I care about like making it proved or performant or efficient, or do I just want to make a quick get the job done type of code? And I'm really indecisive about it. Where do I go? I think to the right. Linked is bad now? Okay. Where am I going? This is so confusing. Is this where we're supposed to go? Make it simple? Yeah, but what is simple? I'll show you. I'll show you after this track. Yoink! Haha! Do a flip! Oh no! We have engine off! God damn it. Can we make it to the booster? I don't think we can make it to the booster. Okay, no. You know my bio? Do I? I forgot. Maybe I did. Like in VR chat or in Discord? No, in Discord I think you don't have anything, maybe. Wait! It's complicated? Oh. I do remember something like that, yeah, yeah. Why do you put engine off here? That makes no sense. It's stupid. Yoink! Boom. Greatest sound effect known to man. Yeah, I think I don't like this track. It's kind of very confusing. Whee! Simple equals complicated, but anyway, I think code is good when you understand it yourself well. You know what? Let's have a look at it. Let's show stuff. Let's do stuff. Where do we get started? Let's start Visual Studio and VR chat. And let's change this VR chat. Done. Okay, then we have this. I don't understand it well, not everything at least. But some things. Maybe I can look up the thing. GitHub VR chat dolly controller. There we go. Okay. Boom! There's me twice. Haha, crazy. So there's this tool by Django Husky, VRChat Dolly Controller. Updated one release, March 24. Originally developed for my own filmmaking, but available to anyone who would find it useful. Okay, this thing is here. But this is my modified version, but you know, it's basically still the same thing. It's the same thing except I added aperture and focal distance, which wasn't here before. And I changed the minimum and maximum of some of the sliders here. Okay. Can I make this smaller? No. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. Look, there's already points. Looks good to me. Yeah, so that's the tool. And what I can do is, it's pretty nice. So I can say move target. Then in VRChat, in the dolly thing, I can fly to the position I want all the cameras to look at. I want to say, okay, you should look at my face, right? Then you put one camera in the dolly thing, and then you click OK, and this is now the target that all cameras will look at. And you can say move path, same thing again. Where do you want your path to be? Let's say we want it to be actually lower, like here. Clear last, add OK, regenerate path, and now if we click play, we have some cameras on the floor because we moved the path down, looking the direction of my face, circling around me. Like this. It's pretty cool, right? Okay. Now I can say, you know, make the radius smaller. It's gonna move them closer in. This is really useful. I wanted that as well. I can translate plus Y. Then I just move the entire path up and down a bit, or left and right. Like, this is super useful. I can also change the step of how much I want to move it. Very, very good. But it didn't have a chance to do the aperture and focal distance. So this is what I added, basically. And I think this is very useful. Because, you know, you want cool focus. It's important. And I tried changing some things with the look at me offsets, because they kind of didn't work, and they still don't work. I don't know. It's super weird. I didn't really understand it. But that's what I did for this tool. And now one thing, right, it makes a perfect circle, but the first point, point 1, and point 15 are anchors. The first and the last point are anchors. So if I go ahead and play this, stream camera, dolly, show, visible, play. Does it still do it if I move around now? I'm not sure, actually. Looks like it doesn't. But yeah, it will start at this point. Move all the way over here. So it's not like a perfect circle like this yet. You can change the looping to revolve. Then it will make it a circle. Right? Because revolve tries to go from the last point to the first point and make it look good. So that works. But only sometimes. I'm really confused about it. Let's see. Sometimes it's smooth and sometimes it's kind of choppy. I think it depends on the speed, maybe. Right now it's rather slow, circling around. Let's look at it. Okay, now it was clean, right? Clean translation, clean smooth. If we change the duration to make it a bit faster, let's go like maybe 0.5, you know, just go new. It goes a lot faster. And now you see there's like a quick jump back. in the at the intersection when it restarts, which is a bit annoying. Maybe actually, what if I change it? You know, say do it again. Does it maybe change? Like, is it smooth now? Oh! Hold up. Maybe this is all I needed. Maybe it's choppy because we started putting it on revolve when we had like the slow duration. And maybe by changing the speed, it doesn't like properly recalculate it. And then you just need to change it, go back in, and then it's good. That could be possible, no? I think I read something somewhere that sometimes you need to redo the looping, otherwise it's like calculated wrong. Let's try it. Let's put duration to 0.1. So now it should be really fast and probably choppy. Yeah, so there's this small choppy thing here now. Let's see. I think it's smoother now. Okay, one problem fixed. By knowledge, like not by my program, could probably only be fixed by VRChat. Does not clear some parameters automatically, yeah. There's some really weird things happening. Like this, it's very not fleshed out. It can be very much better. One problem worked around, yeah. Okay, but regardless, you know, let's say I have a very, very slow circle. Let's say we make it really slow. I want a very slow... Actually, I'm curious. With this now, will it also have a weird jump? Oh, it's gonna take forever. Ah, that's too long, that's too long. Let's change it to stop. Let's change it to just 2 seconds again. Boom. Let's see if now we have a weird jump again. If it's like jumping ahead now. Smart. GG. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, now it has a weird jump again, and if you do this, it's probably good again. This is so interesting. You know, there's so many stupid, weird, funky quirks with a lot of things in VRChat you just have to know about, and you can easily deal with it, but it's like annoying. Actually, let me ask you guys for help, okay? So this is smooth again now. That's good. While we're at it, I need you guys to help. So if you go to any world, let's go to one person that has like a lot of worlds. Is this enough? Probably. So we have a world, okay? Whatever, we click on all worlds. Okay, this is in general, it's also so weird. Now, this is all of 9's worlds, and they're currently sorted by alphabet. A is at the bottom and Z is at the top. Maybe we go to another person who has even more worlds. How many worlds do you have? Yeah, that's more. So it's all Japanese, going to W, and at the very bottom we have A. 42. It has 39, unfortunately, but yeah. So here you don't have an option for sorting. Okay. If we click on the offer and click on the offer, down here, if you scroll down, uploaded worlds, it is default sorted by date added. And this is correct. This is actually sorted by the way, the date he uploaded the world. If I now click on this plus, I see all the worlds, and it claims it's sorted by date added, but it is still sorted by alphabet. Here, we start with W, going the alphabet down until A. If we actually want it to be sorted by date added, I need to switch to something else, back to date added, and now it is sorted by date added. And I use this a lot, and it's really annoying to me that every time I go to all worlds from a creator, I have to switch in order to get to date added. Like, it's frustrating, and if you don't know about it, I was really confused about this for a long time, until I figured out that it's sorted by alphabet by default. So I made a Kenny Feedback.vrchat.com. UI in VRChat is very crappy in general, I guess. Can I see just stuff that I put on? Is there a way to simply see all my things? Is there not? Okay, I put it on Discord somewhere. Wait, is it not? Okay, I think I posted it here. Just need to scroll a bit. There we go. And another one as well here. There's 2 of my feedback things. Nobody has voted yet. Maybe you can help me. So world sorted by alphabet, even though it should be by date added. I have a quick video demonstration as well. Just explaining it. Hoping that maybe they can fix it. The count of people in instance. Yeah. But to be honest, that is, you know, it's constantly changing and the API is only refreshing like once a minute or something. I think that's like a okay type of thing, maybe. I don't know. But this is like very easy to fix, right? Yeah, they're simply focusing on something else. But still, maybe they can fix it here. If you guys have an account on here on feedback.vrchat.com, feel free to vote and make VRChat a better place by sorting by date added rather than alphabet when date added is selected. And then this is also something super weird. If you export a path and import it again, it will shrink. So I have this path here, right? Okay, cool. Also, let me put this up. VRC Dolly Manager. I can delete a couple. I was messing around a bit. Another tool developed by some individual. I probably should go ahead and delete a bunch of paths because I really don't care about any of them. This was just me experimenting with things. Oh, I think I maybe know why some of these happened. Well, all of them don't matter. We can delete them. Maybe some of these matter. I'm not sure. Let's delete those for now. Okay, good. So this is just a tool for, you know, importing a path. If I go here, Dolly, export. I export it to local. A world works fine, but if it's exported to local, you know, I have like a circle like this, and I want to move this to another world, another spot, and then I want to import it relative to my avatar again. It's shrinking. So I export to local, boom. This is now. Why is it not here? It's supposed to be here, no? Refresh. Today we have the 6th September. I think the tool here is moving it by default. Yeah, this is a file handler and it's moving it somewhere else. So let's close this for now. Export it again. Boom, now it's here. Now look, I want you guys to look at the position of the path. When I click load, it moves closer. If I export it again, local, with the new export, I load this, they move closer again. Every time you export a path locally, it writes it wrong. It kinda, it moves the point closer to you. Yeah, I don't know, it's so weird. And it's not the tool, so if you import it manually with this button, it's the same. It's when exporting that it happens. It's also interesting because things, they scale with you. If you import it now, it will try to scale it up, but it's still weird. Like it does things different depending on what height your avatar is. But I like it's all weird. It doesn't really make sense to me. Okay. Anyways, let's close this. Let's open back up this cool thing. Let's generate a path. Now the target is wrong, but honestly I don't really care. No, let's make it nice. Let's make it nice. Target dolly. Clear last, add, boom. And move path, same thing. Okay, now we have our beautiful path again, circling around us. Let's say we want the camera to be slow. Actually, I just realized my stuff is unnecessary. Oh my god. It starts like on this side, but I want it to start somewhere else, and I want to do a couple of repeats. Anyways, the thing that I did here, I hope it's working. I never tried using both at the same time like this. I think it's throwing some errors because there is already an OSC listener, but I think it still works anyways. It's very, very crappy. Wait. Let's change that to none. Okay, so now we see here we have 0.1. No, 0.1 is somewhere in the wall. Let's change the radius a bit. Make it a bit smaller. Okay, 0.1, 0.2, oh, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4. And we'll leave, okay? Bye bye. Bye bye, Andy. Thanks for stopping by. And technically what I did, this is what I managed to write myself, is cycle points. So now 0.1 is now 0.2. I can just cycle the points through, you know, I just change the index in order to make it start somewhere else. I keep the path exactly the same, the only thing I change is the index of each point. And I can cycle through to have a different starting point. I wanted this because, you know, I wanted to have a different starting point from the circle. I just realized that probably I could have used rotate along the y-axis. Yeah, that would have worked too. I could have just done this, and this would have been fine too. But you know, now we have a different way. I can just change the index. But it doesn't matter. The important thing is now I have a thing without a lot of stuff I don't understand. In here I basically understand everything. This is just tool. Yeah, the rotation doesn't support non-circular path, that's true. So if I have, like, you know, a specific setup and I just want a different starting point, I can use this to cycle through. I think it's cool. It probably has its uses. And yeah, the good thing is I understand the code here. I really don't know if it's good or bad, but it does the job. One thing I wasn't entirely sure about if I want to keep it or not is... oh god, yeah, and that as well. Nah, I keep getting a headache when I just think about all of this things. Because technically each time I press these buttons now, it is first of all exporting the path that's in-game. Okay, I can show. So when I press change index plus, probably also doesn't make sense to, you know, have two different functions with plus and minus. I could just have the same function and then with an argument and then either say plus or minus. Maybe I should do that. But at the same time, yeah, you know, you can optimize a lot of things. First of all, it exports the path. Then I have a file handler, a watchdog, watchdog. I have a watchdog that is checking if a new file is created in the export folder. And if a new file is created, then I am moving the file and renaming it to like a temp folder. Then I have like temp JSON. This is what I work with. And iter tools cycle iterable can't be read. I'm gonna look it up. Python iter tools cycle. I'm gonna look. What is this? Efficient looping. Give me an example. Never mind, I think it doesn't work for what I want, no? Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I had the problem that it exports the path and then I load the path from that file, right? But the file, the watchdog is on a separate thread, and sometimes it tried loading the path before it existed, or like it tried loading the previous path. So I wanted it to wait, check if export is done, and now I just have like a while loop with a sleep 0.1. Waiting if a flag is set in here. So if the watchdog realizes, oh, something was exported and it was moved and renamed, then I can set export done to true. And then my check if export is done realizes, oh, it's not false anymore. I can finish this, and then I can continue loading in the path and do all my other stuff. But the problem is, I think that's not even necessary, right? Usually you make one path and then you want to change it. So technically exporting it once would be enough, and then I could just save it in Python and keep doing the changes in Python and import it again, and I don't need to export move every single time I press a button. But at the same time, doesn't matter. You know, it would be cleaner probably, but I don't know which makes more sense or which is better. Exporting it every single time or just doing it once? There must be a library function for that. For what? Waiting until a file is done? I don't know. I'm happy that it's working. Yeah. I had some other things I wanted to do. I forgot. We have the rotate order thing. That's good. Yeah, right. I want to make a... for cycling the list items. It's not a list though. See, if we open this up, right? We have a JSON file, and then we have the first entry in JSON with index 1, and then we have the second entry with index 2, and whatever. It's not necessary. I don't know if you can easily do that then. Probably in some way, but it's doing what I want. And technically the plan that I have, which I hope I will make at some point. Resize, let's make this bigger. Pixels. Yeah, what I want is basically... I should probably make this clean, because it would be useful. So we have a program, and then we say we have every single value that is a number, right? So we can have position. Oh, what? Position. Ah, what am I doing? Position X, Y, Z, and then we go rotation X. No. You know, just keep doing with this, and then we have aperture, and then we have focal distance, and then we have zoom, and then we have duration. You know, every single property that has a number value in the end, except basically everything except for the index, really, because that's something different. And then I would have a table next to it. So each button then has. But let's do it with the brush tool. So here we have a button that says plus and a number field. And then we have minus and a number field. Let's say 1, 1. And then we have multiplied and a number field. And then we have division and a number field. And basically what I want to do is, for each point in my path, move the position +1 or -1 or multiplied by 1. So if I make, you know, a very custom path that I really like in my... And also maybe another one for set 2. You know, set and then a number field. So I have my custom path in here that's not a circle. I made it, it's really cool. But I realized, god damn it, it's too slow. It's way too slow. I need it to be way faster. Now you kind of need to go to each thing and then you go in motion and change the duration and that would be really tiresome, right? I like my path. I just want to make it faster. Then I could go into my thing and say, okay, duration 1, click the plus item twice. Or minus. And then the entire path is just faster or slower. Or I really realize I like my path, but it's a little bit too far zoomed out. I can just click on plus zoom. Or multiply. I won't double the zoom for everything, you know. I just want to be able to change my entire path, each point's value mathematically. And I think that would be useful. And I now have the basic for that. I have a tool where I can export the path, load the path, and then access the path in Python. I'm really happy that I managed to get that done. And now all the rest is, you know, writing a math function with arguments that does the things in the way I want in the end. I think that would be useful. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for listening to my yap. This is what I want to do. I think it will be useful. UI is going to be interesting. I have no idea how I will make the UI. This looks pretty, no? Perfect. All you need. So that's the stuff that I did there. What do we do now? Look at those dead eyes. Not doing anything, not blinking. There we go. We could either play some more Trackmania. I could do a lot of different things. Let's close this for now. So my coding, I could continue. I could try writing this. We could look at... No, I don't want to do the merge thing here now. Let's close this. Should I save this? Yeah, let's save this as a reminder of what I want to do. I think I have it here. UI. Good. Move you out of the way. Too many things open. Oh, look at that. It's Grey Wolf. Woo! Which was this? We can randomize. Maybe let's do that. I like randomizing things. More TM or Millennia, Blender work, or coding, or Now I want to show one more thing. I hope I can finish working on that today. Randomize always chooses the worst option. I disagree. And even then, you can just decide to not do that. Because it still helps you making a decision. Even if the decision it does is bad, or like you don't actually like it. It can help you make a decision. So I did send this already in Discord. I really like it. I'm really happy. And I did continue a bit more. I made some more shots, but I still have a little bit more left. Maybe I can finish that today. That would be cool. Some more dramatic things without any purpose. But it looks good. I need a world with movement. It's not allowed to be still. Look, we have the circle. Yeah. And now we have about 40 more seconds that I need to fill with dramatic stuff. Hopefully I can get that done. One funny thing that's also interesting. Hey, look at that. I made a video with all my 17,000 images from VRChat. One frame is one picture. Oh, seizure warning, by the way. I hope if you guys have a problem with flashing stuff, please look away. Maybe a bit too late, but yeah. Wait, let me put on music again. 17,000 is a lot, yeah. Talk about subliminal messaging. Yeah. It's not all the 17,000 because it crashed somewhere at the end. So it's like more like 13, 14,000. Yeah, look, there's a billion pictures. One picture each frame. So many memories. No, it's not over a decade. It's from 2018. So, 7 years. So yeah, that's kind of funny. My PC was very struggling to render that and to, you know, make that work. Very much struggling. VRChat is not. I'm not sure when I think it may start. I think it started in 2014. No, VRChat. Does it say somewhere? Veröffentlichung. It released in 2014. Yes. Yeah. Released 2014. So it is over a decade, technically. Zoop. Lots of images. So that was kind of fun. I do already have finished. I already have it uploaded. I just need to release it. I do want to release it maybe a bit later though. Pictures from August this month. Ooh. This is funny. Yeah, let's look at those now. Gonna publish this on YouTube soonish. All the images. Look, it's from a movie that we worked on. Some funny pictures from there. Look at us. We're like the Spider-Man meme. I don't know who I was here though. Yeah. Meme time. It's good. Gonna publish this later. Let's go to our randomized list. Anything else? Millennia. Okay, we can work on Millennia. Working on models from Grandia 2. Okay, I think I downloaded already. Let's open Blender. Just gonna make sure that this is correct. Yeah. Search stuff, other models, Grandia, new folder, Millennia. Boom. Okay, good. So we import GLTF, other models, Grandia, Millennia, GLTF. Then we have a big ball of nothing. It's always funny. There we have Millennia. Oh no, she's in the pose. Why does she have this pose? It's not a proper A pose. Okay. Always getting hit with surprises, I guess. Okay. So each of you, I want the individual origins. Scale 0.1, scale 0.1 again. Wait, why are you... What? And what are you even? Anyways, let's go in here. Wait, sorry, I didn't read everything. I fell asleep and just woke up again. Ah, a tired one as well. I've been tired as well. Good morning. Shapers, there we go. We don't need that. Interesting. They're like not just pointing upwards, but like the opposite direction of what they should be. We can load the texture, I think, yeah. Interesting, also in the blinking state. Oh, okay, they are in a pose. I see. Okay, now that makes a lot more sense. Look at them. So that makes sense. Okay, so if we are in the pose, we can probably reset the pose. Yeah, we can reset the pose. And now we are in a proper A pose. I don't have to do that, fortunately, but now we have to rotate you. But maybe it's fine if I just rotate the entire up. Okay, sure. Oh! What am I doing? What's going on? Okay. I guess I never thought about that. Okay. But you're still like weird. I reset the scale, I reset the rotation, I reset everything technically. But it's not where I want it to be and the way I want it to be. I hope it's still working properly in Unity now, because I didn't do that for the other models. But the other models didn't have a pose. Dehydrated? Okay. Oh, yeah. It's really frustrating. You see, I'm looking in a weird direction right now. Because if I press the 7 button on my numpad, which is changing camera in Blender, I reset my position in VC Place. Okay, what do we do with this now? Maybe I just undo it all again. Do we? No, I actually, it's so small. Wait, no, huh? Nah, you're way too big now. You're way too big. Scale 0.1. Here, this is good, I think. Oh, it's still too big though. Scale 0.1. It's fine. 1.6 meters is fine as a distance. Let's apply all transforms. Okay. Now I need to rotate you around the x-axis 90 degrees. Is it? It's not. It's not. It needs more. Slightly frustrating. Yeah, I don't know. I think I changed it for some different game. I forgot. I really don't care where I am. Like, maybe it's better here because then you can see all the stuff over here. I don't know. It was intentional, but without big reason. Can I make you? I don't want to wing it with my eyes. But at the same time, does it matter too much? It might. I'm not sure. Who cares? We'll just wing it. We will just wing it. Wing it! How do we put it exactly at 0 now though? Are you completely symmetrical? The mesh might be. Also there's multiple meshes. Why are you separate? I don't understand, okay. And what's else? Okay, that's just the face. Okay, yeah, that's good. I'm fine with that. We'll join you for now. If we cursor to selected. Oh no. I didn't want that. Can we do this? How do we properly do that? Like, as good as possible. We can do this for now and then... Oh no. Wait, why do I not view 3D cursor here? You go to 0. Now you're in the middle of it. Okay, now we can... Shift key? No. Shift... Control Shift C? No. I forgot. Set origin. We just do like... Set origin to 3D cursor. Good. And now we should be able to move that to 0. I a little bit forgot about the face. Let's join you for now. It doesn't really matter. Do we care about that? It's fine. What about you? Yeah, let's put you to 0 as well. Oh, there we go. I think that's pretty. That's good. Looks good, no? Oh. It looks good, but we didn't move the armature, we moved the mesh. So that is wrong. Okay. Undo, 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 undo. Where did I stop caring about the armature? I forgot. It kind of makes sense. Millennia always has to be stupid. Or, you know, just be out of the ordinary. Not play by the rules, be special. Why are the bones out of the body and some flying above the head? I don't know. This is some bone that is useful for something, I don't know. Usually, you know, bones that are outside of the body are usually for like shadows. Sometimes you have bones that control shadows. Sometimes you have it for weapons, just positions, so you can see them more easily. No, that's not usually the reason. I don't think so. And some flying above the head, these are for the hair, pretty sure, yeah. You know, the bones, the tail doesn't matter. It's only technically this position that matters, and this is where the hair is. Yeah, you can do it like this and have it like follow the head, but it's not necessary. It's just for human easier understanding. Finally done rolling meatballs. I can type again. Woo! Nice base V. Good job. But before doing anything, I want this to be centered properly. I don't know if it makes issues if it's not. It probably actually doesn't because, you know, but I hate it when things are not like properly centered. I don't like that. So we'll basically do the same thing again, almost. But we will set the origin to 3D cursor again. That is fine by me. Now you will apply the rotation. And now you will move over to 0. But wait. Wait, I can change that too. And now we can do this. The armature is real funky looking still. Yeah, don't worry, we'll fix it. We'll fix it. So now, for now, the first thing I wanted to do is, you know, have everything, all the transforms supplied. You know, it's properly standing in a T pose or A pose, or technically none of them. It's just, you know, standing there, but it's not in a specific pose, just standing there. And it's centered in the world. It is, yeah, this is good, this is fine. I can live with this. Now we can change the 3D cursor back to 0, 0, 0. Good. So first things first is good. Now my own tool, connect bones. Shit, it doesn't work. Does it only work when I'm in edit mode? Why do you not work? I made this tool and it doesn't work anymore. Wait, key armature? Key armature? Huh? We did that last stream. Why is it not working? It doesn't need to be called armature? Nah, man, that would be stupid. But let's clean things up a bit first. We name things properly. Now, why are you not doing it? And now you're... Ah! What? So was it the name? Skeleton. Nah, I don't want to believe it. Did I make it that bad so that it's taking it by name? Or... no, I'm so lost. Why did it not work and now it did work? That makes no sense. Okay, so here's the tool that I wrote. Fuck, it actually takes the armature. So if it's not called armature, it won't work. Ugh. That's so stupid. I don't care about fixing it right now though. I can work around it. I guess I'll fix this at some point. That's an easy fix. But it probably is, but I need to know how I can say for bone in selected armature. Well, technically I could just... Could I put in like stars for anything? That would be so wonky though. I don't think I would like that. Okay, let's try to fix it. Blender, Python, selected armature. Does this use Blender? Yeah, API? I don't know. Is it an API? I don't think it's an API, but it works with Blender, yeah. Select armature via script. Is there like documentation, Blender documentation? Often you sent him on a side quest. No, I don't think I care too much about it now. When you hover over the action in the Blender UI, you can see what Python function is related to it. Wait, what? Hover over the action in Blender. Where will I see that? I want to have the currently selected armature. Please don't Linux, okay. Blender Python currently selected armature. How to determine currently selected armature? DPI context object will return the object that is currently in focus. Since an object can have multiple armatures, first put them in the list. Selected objects. Armatures for modifier and selected object modifier. Okay. Let me try. Nah, I don't care. It's fine. We can probably fix it later. I want to tidy this up for now. It works. It kind of connected things the way I wanted them to be. We will go and name things now and check. You are not moving anything. That means you will get deleted. You are not moving anything, which means you will get deleted. You are the right leg. Actually, maybe I can use cats. Let me try that. Also, we should save the file. Millennia. Ooh, Vengeant. Let's see, what do we do? What if we try this? Fix model. It did stuff! Model successfully fixed. What did you do? All the bones are gone. What happened? It's now invisible. I think it's just changed the visibility to not be in front. Yeah, there we go. It didn't rename them. What did you do? Okay, let's undo it and do it manually. I want to be safe. Right leg. Left leg. Wait, what do we have here? Why there's additional bones? Also, it's wrong. It's actually the knee. Right knee. Left knee. What are you? It's kind of weird. This is the entire leg. How do we what is this? Okay, this is something else. We don't need that. Goodbye. How do we do this? What do we care? bpi.context.selected objects 0.name. I don't need the name. I just want to use, you know, I don't need the name. For bone in bpi.context.selected objects 0. Yeah, like who cares about the name? Just get the selected armature. But what I care about now is where do we want the the knee to bend? Do we want the knee to bend here? Or here? I think there makes more sense, right? This looks to be above the knee. Yeah, this looks more like the joint. Is there transparency? I'm not entirely sure. There might be wow, but would they ever use transparency? They use transparency on Sky. Let's check. We have a look at you. Oh yeah, right, and clear, merge by distance, there we go. Thank you. UV editing. It's so frustrating. Is there a hotkey for this thing up here? This arrow? Because I need to drag the window bigger so I can change the settings here. It's kind of frustrating, but oh well. You are not transparent, I think. Wouldn't make much sense anyways. But the way it's done is also weird. Isn't this weird? How do they, what, like it's like, yeah, like high heels, boots, whatever, knee socks. But, I don't know. We will just not care. Goodbye, you bones. Now I will do this again. Oh, hello. Thank you. Left knee, right knee, left leg, right leg. Do we not have bones for the feet? Oh, we do, but they're just like, yeah, okay, makes sense. Left ankle. Hello, thank you for the resub, whoops. For the 4 years. 4-year anniversary. Very nice, thank you, always welcome. This is the right ankle. How are you doing, whoops? Let's do this as well. So we can get this done. So we have the ankles. good. What are these actually? They're like the dangly bits. I wonder if I will care about them or not. We'll figure it out. Oh yeah, right, and we need to, of course. Fine so far. You? Doing good too. Lots of things I want to do, but indecisive. But generally good. Leg. This is the left leg, and this is the right leg. Good, let's keep going. This is the left elbow. Again, sorry. Left arm. Right arm. Right elbow. Now here I'm not entirely sure. This is the entire wrist. I use something. You're the thumb. Do we use the thumb? Do we care about the thumb? It's weird. Hands have always been... Oh, you have so many hands. Interesting. Okay, we need to make shoulder bones here. Do we keep the thumb? All the other models don't have like fingers. I guess we can keep the thumb. Or what, is it better if it's gone? Just having the hand? Honestly, I feel like it might even be better just having the hand without any fingers. How's it looking? But let's just name it for now. Let's keep it left thumb. Here we have some type of finger. Look, there's like multiple different hands. You don't do anything. That's great. I can delete you. I always like having things that don't do anything, then I can delete them. Okay, great. So we have... Deleting things is the best, yeah. It's great. So we have... a bone that doesn't do anything. Goodbye. We have one hand that is like pointing the finger out. And then we have one hand like the other with a thumb like the other. I think I don't care about the finger pointing thing. Or do I? It's like annoying. Like this doesn't matter. The only way, because if I want to, it would require some custom setup. It can't be like, you know, a normal finger. I would need to make it a blend shape so that it switches between one hand and the other hand. And technically you would need two hands then. And that's wonky as well in Unity. Then you would need to use a parent constraint. Oh well, actually no, you don't need two hands. So you can have one bone, you can just merge it. But you would need blend shapes. And then you would need to make a custom FX layer saying when you point your index finger, then you do this. I think I'll delete it. I don't care. Or, let's randomize it. Or is my random? I need it. Do the finger, don't. We don't do the finger, okay, good. Goodbye, finger. We could add it anytime later on if anybody needs it or wants it. Goodbye. We go back in here. Move everything back. Cool. So this is the right wrist, and then here we have right thumb. Left wrist. Okay, cool. Getting somewhere. Do I care about these dangly bits? I think I will leave them static. You know, or do I want them to be able to jiggle around? It's like, if it's already there, you know, it could be cool. But then it's also a matter of, you know, you could make this move around a bit as well. You could do a lot of things to make things better. But look at the model. Nobody would complain if everything is just static. But having something in addition would also be nice. But I think for these I don't care. Goodbye. We'll call it optimization, not laziness. You know, when the optimized version is actually just easier. Oh, I keep making a stupid mistake. Ankle. This is the left ankle. Right ankle. Boom. Okay, we go back up here. So we have these. Yeah, beautiful. You're like, what is that? Is that like a skirt kind of thing? I guess it's a skirt. I'll call it skirt. You will go down here. Reset the roll. I don't think there's anything for the side. No, it's just the back. Do I care about the back? Do I want it to move? I think it would probably, but hold on. Nah, but it's weird. Because it's like separate from this. Wait, does this have multiple? No, it's one bone. Seems like something that should be quite stiff. This thing? Not that I know. But the problem is if I leave it just static, you know, hold on. If I move the legs, it doesn't move at all. Ah, it's not good either. And I think there's no other bones actually for it. That's weird. This is the hips. Yeah. Hips. Then this. Oh, now we have. Okay, it's the same thing here again. I need to make an additional bone. This is gonna be the chest, and then we'll. Huh? Wait, is there no bone? Nothing that moves? Wait. Huh? Am I blind? Wait, where are you? You're tiny! You're hidden inside! Wait, I didn't see that there were tiny bones here as well. Okay, then this moves it. Okay. I see. There were some bones that were hiding from us. Skeletons in the closet, yeah. I think this is originally the spine. A stomach bone. No, this is the spine in the end. Although, you know, in the Archer there's wiggle bones for everything. There's even stomach wiggle bones. Okay, but we'll call this spine for now. We'll have to rearrange things slightly anyways. Yeah, okay, I was already confused, like this would, yeah, okay. Skirt, front. Why are you so tiny though? Okay, I'll have to think about their decisions. Skirt left. Skirt right. The good thing is now I think by mirroring it should mirror it, yes. So I can just do this. Maybe I'll move it a bit less. There we go, that's fine. Reset the roll. Okay, what else is there that I don't see? Okay, and this is the skirt back. And this is skirt back too. What are you? Chest. Okay. I think then we named all of the body bones that we have. You are the neck. Now in there we have a couple more things. You're the head, but you're... Oh wait, we only have one head? I never looked at the hair from Millennia in the back actually, it's interesting. Nah, so many decisions. Oh! Oi! Wait! Hello, I'm Millennia. Yeah, the classic curse and the other curse. So this is the real hat, but these are two different. Okay, yeah, no, I see. So we'll call you head. And you will be merged to the head. Bone parenting. No, I think it's an optimization. Bones. Too active. Boom. Speaking animation, yeah? Oh, that should be a speaking animation? I'm not sure. You know, I was thinking it would be kind of really cool to have like a mouth, a speaking animation. But it's always the struggle when doing things like this. How close do you care about the original and how much... Wait, I think... Am I stupid? Has it been like that all the time? It's a struggle between how much do you want to keep the original vibe and everything the way it was, and how much do you want to, you know, make it more VR chat friendly for actually, you know, modernizing things. I think I had a very difficult decision with that in the Spiral Knights world, but I'm pretty happy with the balance that I found. You know, adding stuff. Like a mouth. But I think a mouth here would be too much, like a speaking animation. Has the hair always been like spikes like this? I feel like it hasn't. Am I stupid? Grandia to Millennia. Yeah, always had the spikes. Okay. Then I'm not just stupid. Man, there's so many things you could do. Okay. I think I should probably go and eat food soon. I'll take a hike. Okay, great. Have a good hike. Hair L. Here are. Thanks for watching and your company. What is this? It's like the. Okay, yeah, the hairband. Why do we have a bone for the hairband? Should the hairband move together with... No, the hairband shouldn't move, it should stay. I feel like. Like it probably would rotate a bit, but you don't really see it. We'll merge it. Here, back. Okay. I think that means we have all the bones renamed. In theory. And kind of put into place. Now the dump doing things part is over. Now it's about making decisions, which I'm not a fan of. Always those decisions, man. Man. Because now I need to decide how I want to make the skirt. Should it be just static? Should it move in a way? Man, I hate skirts. I mean, I love skirts, but I hate them. Let's first of all repair the hip spine part type of thing. So the spine should be parented to this. So we want hips as the default, then spine. Yeah. Although the skirt and all of that stuff should be part of the hip, I feel like, no? I mean, I guess it's pretty high up. It could already be attached to the spine. Now let's put it to the hip. Makes more sense. We can also, first of all, let's just make this a bit smaller. That's so weird though, but yeah. I'll just move you down as well. It doesn't really matter too much. It kind of does, but... Okay, we'll duplicate you, call you root skirt. I think I don't want to give it fizz bones. I think I want to make it either like slightly weight painted, probably weight painted. I think it makes more sense. For this type of model. Okay. So we have the root skirt, then we can skirt pair, keep offset. Good. Okay. I think that's decent work for now. Okay. Then I will stop this for now. I'm gonna go eat food. And do some other stuff. We got some progress done. satisfied. Yeah. Thank you, Whoops, for the resubscription. And thanks for watching, everyone else, like Xena, and Whoops as well, of course. We'll see you again some other time. Oh, I'm gone. Bye-bye.